All right.
Um,
Hello, everyone. Welcome to the AUTT Training Grounds. This has been a scuffed start for the tournament organizers here, but we're getting through. Anahi's coming clutch with the stream, and gladly we got our first round in the bag as well. So let's get onto it. So I am Henkar, and tonight I have my co-host here, Rat, as my co-commentator.
Hello, thank you so much for your patience and waiting for the round two stream. So peak.
Yep.
We're going
Uh,
directly into it. Okay,
Yeah,
let's
okay,
go.
we're
Let's
going
go.
exactly into it. Yeah, let's go. We aren't here to slow down. We got the players ready. We got the games ready, and immediately we see a Vayne versus Soris.
Yeah. Okay. I don't think I've seen this Vayne player. Uh, I don't know how to pronounce his name, so I'm just gonna say Sully. I don't think I've seen Sully before on bracket, so I'm curious how they play. Kirevo has showed up a couple times, if I'm not wrong. I think we've seen him a couple times.
Oh, yep. It's also good to see that the Soris players are using more 668 these days. But curious to see curious to see how well the players adapt to the overall pressure of Soris and how will the Soris players utilize these tools. Right now, I'm seeing a lot of patience from Kirevo.
I'm actually curious. Tell me, how is this matchup for Soris?
Oh my god. This matchup is heavily favored towards Soris because Vayne literally can't use anything, any of the shields. Most of the shields will lose to you Rush Punch instantly. So basically, Soris can just go on in. Okay, and that was a very dangerous first choice from Kirevo going for the minus frames, but Sully was smashing.
Hey,
But
if
yeah,
it works, it works.
yeah. But yeah, I was babbling basically. This is a very Soris favorite matchup. Soris beats a lot of what Vayne has.
I'm noticing Kirevo really likes to go for those 5 views more defensively after his turn ends, going for the 5 views. Yeah, like just like so. Trying to catch Sully from mashing something after the pressure. And Sully being really patient now that he noticed
Oh
this
no.
habit.
Yep. Yeah, and I'd say five U is a very good tool. As it be used defensively. Armor frame three. Not many things Vayne does here can really punish it. You have to hard call out with a spot dodge, and you can usually just wait it out. Okay, we go for the two U rush punches, and we don't care about the minus frames. We go immediately for more button presses.
The 1 HP comeback was literally at chip point. So
Yeah.
close. Ooh, nice throw. Actually, getting on the pressure now. It's understanding that zoning isn't working, might as well go in.
That is true. Let's just say that Vayne in these situations can, not 668, but Vayne in these situations can establish his own pressure by utilizing his long range. Soris has notoriously short range buttons, so you can utilize your long axe to try and get out of the situation and keep Soris at arm's length, like so.
Hmm. Ooh, blocked super. Can make this hurt. Will go directly into SSPA. I
Yeah.
don't think this quite kills.
I don't think so either. Source HB is tough, but I really like the options of keeping it simple and a nice finisher with going for the shield setup into the energy destruction. Very nice.
Yeah, those swings really do hurt.
Yeah, I think
Even
Sully
on
here.
block.
Yeah, I do think Sully here has the basic understanding of what to do in this matchup. It's just like applying it to his game plan here, and also the 668 on blocked is very minus. You can punish that.
They're both going for 5 views. Armored 5 view gang.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Oh no, and the DP gets absorbed by the armor. Yeah. One also okay. The JU jank as well, and this has become
Oh,
a Kirevo show right now.
Okay. Kirevo kind of getting those reads on, not gonna lie.
And
Damn.
nice confirms, like going for the super from the 5M. I really like what I'm seeing. Yeah. And we are immediately also putting on more gas here. Misses the pickup, but I'm still liking the pressure Kirevo's putting on. Catches Sully mashing. And this is one of the more important things when playing against a Source player as well. You really need to know when to take your turns. Because if you don't know the frame data, it's really hard to like safely press a button, and the Source will delete your health bar if you don't know when to press.
Yeah, Saurus is one of those characters that just dishes out plus frames, and then if you get hit, you're gonna feel it. Ooh, nice
Ooh.
punish, nice dodge, using the shield's additional hit lag to be able to punish that more consistently. That's really good. Oh, but unfortunately,
Yeah,
Saurus'
unfortunately. Yeah.
SSPA gets more defense, so just
That,
having to deal with that a
that
little
is
too
true.
much.
Like the idea was there. I think Sully did have enough bar to go for more Raging Strike there, and those deal a lot more damage than going for the Raging Strike triple aerial combo, and it also gives a lot less combo limits, so you can actually do more after that. So that's a way to just optimize your combos as well.
Yeah.
Nice poke from Sully here. You get to see a nice mid-range combo.
Ooh, the punch whiffs by a little bit.
Yeah. Oh,
Oh,
the
counter
668. Yep.
hits.
And
Ooh,
another jank
it
here
goes directly
going.
to SPA. Yeah, takes away that brave point, keeps the pressure going. Rage
Oh
strike.
no! Yep.
Ooh, and the throw to end the round. I think that's something I don't see many people do until like Masters, where meaty Raging Strike is an actual option. Very situational, but it is like a check on your opponent. Are you paying attention on wake up situations?
That is true. That is true. In most situations, they are not. Another 668 Lange. Uh, I don't think it's appropriate to say it here, but there is an advanced take to on to how to deal with the Sora's armor, and it's basically canceling your attacks into a spot dodge. Immediately when you realize that your attack has hit Sora's armor, you can cancel it into a spot dodge and get a punish afterwards. It is really hard to perform, and some buttons don't work, but still, it's a very nice tool to use.
Yeah, I think it's something that people should know because it works not only against Soris, but basically against any armored attack in the game.
That is
Um,
that is true, and it should be a lot more wide known because that's how we punish Vasaragas as well.
yeah, true.
Nice pressure here from Sully, being patient, being ready, applying his own plus frames here. And I love these aggressive shields going for the 6XL right afterwards. Alright, gets hit. Oh no,
Oh,
you just
command
got
grab
gimmick.
super.
Yeah. The one
Oh,
thing to
this is something
remember
you don't see every day.
yeah. Ooh, yeah. The BC is good, but you still I can tell that Sully isn't comfortable with the frame data. Nice TK. You is that like aerial U energy trusters? I think, but yeah. All right. Immediately we're seeing a lot more adaptation coming from Sully applying his own offense here. Very nice.
Yeah, ooh. I think that Kirevo is a little too dependent on 5U on defense, so maybe going for those throws, or just go for your armor of your own, that
Yeah.
also works.
Yeah, both players can take half 5 users armor. Ooh, almost got that DB punish. Yeah,
Yeah,
like
that double hit DP, passes through the shield and then hits again, so Kirevo doesn't really have to worry that much about the shield if he wins to DP. Oh, nice
I
jump back.
like that. I like that.
And the
Very nice from
DP finish
Sully. Like
off.
nice
Okay.
adaptation. It's just that is also that's actually one I failed to mention that also the heavy usage of DP is a good thing here in this game because most of Soris' skills can't be like stop mid motions. Like if you see a rush punch coming at you, you can DP, you can SSBA, and you can still punish it.
I think that maybe like Kevo having a little bit of struggle here now, going in.
Yeah.
Now
One
that
one
Sully showed some adaptation.
yeah one thing like Kiro needs to see here is that U rush punch is very wonky. Okay, SSBA here, but the USFB U rush punch is very wonky when it interacts with Vayne's shield, and most of the time you actually beat the shield with a U rush punch. No matter what you do, they have to be literally standing on top of the shield, otherwise they get hit here.
Ooh, the Guide Crush plus frames. You have to respect it.
Yep. But anyways, yeah. Like for Kiro, I'd say whenever you have 50 bar and you see that Sully is winding up an energy traction, you can react U rush punch there to get the punish. And don't ask me how the the rush punches work with Vayne shield. I just know that they rarely work.
I mean, it might be because the hitbox only comes out when you reach the opponents.
Yeah, it might
So
be.
it passes through because there's no hitbox.
Both players here. Oh, Soris gets the hit here. More plus frames, but doesn't get to capitalize unless goes for the SSBA here, not for the kill. Oh my god, I knew it! I knew it! We want the cinematic finisher here.
Oh, eh, actually, really well played by both players here. Ooh.
Yeah, I definitely say that Sully had a very good read and like slowly but surely was like getting the read on Kirevo's like pressure and offense and what kind of like buttons you could use. So in a sense, if we would have seen a first to five, I would say that it might have turned around in the end.
Yeah, Sully really turning on that adaptation. I really like seeing like that jump back energy destruction. Like that's something I would never think of when fighting Saurus personally. Using a jump back move to make the U punch whiff, since you're moving backwards, it has to cover more distance. And on full screen, it will just like straight up whiff, like we saw. I don't know. I just find it so interesting that can actually work.
Yeah, another weakness of Soris is that empty jumps also work. Like if a Soris player is impatient and does a lot of rush punches, you can do a lot of things by just doing empty jumps because basically the Soris stops right beneath you, so you can just go for an aerial attack and get your punish there as well. But let's talk about the other side here. So what did Kirova do? Well, awesome Soris pressure, maybe a little bit too much reliance on the 5U, but it's to be expected if your opponent does not account for it, because I think like it's the first layer of a Soris game. If you can't deal with 5U, it's gonna be a really hard matchup. Yeah, there was many plus frames. You ended your like install punch the stars very early, which was quite interesting. But like you missed out on some damage. But then again, I really like it when you keep it simple, especially when you learn the character. That's about
Yeah,
my
one thing that I would like to see more from both players actually is using throws. My usual complaint doesn't apply here. Finally, people are using new skills. I am so proud of them. Um, but throws are really strong in this game. They don't deal as much damage as a full combo, obviously, even a small one. But they are very strong in the sense that your opponent eventually has to tech one. If they don't, they will just die.
Yep.
You can't just ignore them forever. And I think that, especially since both of them were going for those armored options, they should try to go for more throws.
Yep, that is true. And another thing I would like to add to that is that my usual complaint was gone, especially when I saw it. But like Sully's defense was very good especially in the terms of like BCing. I saw a lot of good BCs, and I rarely saw Sully with dying on three stocks. That there was some good resource usage there. And
Yeah.
now like then another pet peeve comes into mind as well, and which was that knowing when to BC is the next step on that one, because there were a few times I would say that like I think the frame data was knowledge was not there, BCing on minus frames, and then again not punishing like the obvious minus frames there. But it's just character knowledge. Like you get the hang of it once you like test things out, play a bit more of the matchup. In Granblue it's hard because you have you don't have the many players playing, but still like more you play and the more you know.
Yeah, it's those things that just come with time. Also, like eventually you get the hang of it. But looking out for usually the rules for BC are basically look out for specials that are plus. Those are usually always BCable. 6XL is almost always BCable as well. Almost.
Depends on the range.
Uh, yeah, it's a little weird. It's space dependent, but most of the time, it is gonna be PCable unless the opponent specifically makes it so it's not. Um, Things like that are really good to look out for, but mostly specials, especially on Soris. Soris has a lot of plus unlock specials, so you can just PC them and take your turn back. It will give you a soft knockdown. You can go ahead and pressure Soris, since he also doesn't have the strongest defense in the game.
I would agree. Yeah. Uh, I missed a few key pointers you said, but I got the general basis. Sorry, like I was now spaced out myself.
That's fine. That's fine. I think we're gonna take a little bit to go check the next match, because there's still some behind the scenes going on.
Yep.
So guess we just have to yap for a little, I think.
Yeah,
BG's, BG's.
and we still have one game going on. Yeah, it's Graham versus Alexandlo, and otherwise we're almost ready to go to round three here. Let's see
Yeah.
who we have here. Like checking in on. We got Strobler, and we actually got Black Ravening as well there. I think I saw actually Black Raven in a Finnish local, if I'm not mistaken, or at least someone that went by the same name, Black Raven. Yeah.
I've been playing. I played with Black Raven a little yesterday, and I have to say, I think he might be one of the contenders to win this bracket.
Oh, okay.
He was playing really well.
Yeah, we'll just have to see so far. So far, it can be anyone's game here. And there we have it. Alexandra takes Graham 3-2, and we are off to round 3. Now, since our TOs are still busy on doing some stuff, and I think Naihu has already picked the next players. But anyways, Rat, who would you like to see on stream? Okay, we already have a chosen one. But still, say, who would you like to see on stream on round 4 if you wish?
I. Ooh, that's a difficult question, actually. There's some games that I'm really interested in. Obviously, I'd like to see Suzu, because I really like to watch him play in general. But right now he's with Kirevo and he plays just on stream, so
Yeah.
that's the wrong answer.
Yeah, let's
Um,
see. What do we have? What do we have players that haven't like really seen much stream time? Like I think Awesome Natar and Madeline the Grey would be a few candidates, and like I would say that the one round we should focus purely on the first comers as well, just to get them going here as well. But enough about that. We now have Alexandro and Paplush coming up, play on stream.
Yeah. I don't recognize any of them, which is curious. Now that I'm looking at the bracket, actually, there's so many players that I don't recognize the name of. I think we're getting a lot of new players, which is weird because usually the new players come after like big announcements, and this is right before the big announcements.
Yep. This is a very good sign. People are finally noticing the UGG, but like I would love to say that the newer you are, the better the beginner bracket is here for you, because you get to see like players from your skill group, and also like players that are slightly better than you. Not like the pure master players that know everything about the game. Like you can just see like, where can you improve, and we try to help you in these games as well.
Uh, I yeah, I'm lost.
We're both zoning out here, but anyways,
Yeah,
we
yeah.
got a game in front of us, and we got Galleon versus Gran. Tell me about the matchup. Like, what would you like to see that is the dominant one in this matchup?
So, thing is, I am a strong believer that everyone who tells me that Galleon command grab is reactable is lying to me. So, I would like to be proven wrong. That's what I'd like.
Or yeah, let's just say that I would agree with you on that one. Like if you're specifically looking out for it, many Galleon players know how to then mix you up and you still get grabbed. So basically, just representing options and making the Galleon guess more when you're gonna DP, when you're gonna jump, will do wonders in the mind games of the situation.
Yeah, I think Galleon is a really interesting character. Where she's a zoner, but she doesn't technically play like a zoner. It's weird.
It's basically I think it's mid range poke mixed with close range close range command grab mix-ups.
Yeah, I think she has still one of the best far heavies in the game. I would argue it's a contender for like best one actually. Maybe contending with like Premier and stuff. Kag obviously not contending anymore after the nerfs.
Yep.
I think she does have one of the best buttons in the game. Oh, thigh grab.
Yeah.
You have to crouch those. Big knowledge check.
Big knowledge check. Yep. All right, DP gets blocked here. Nice from Paplush here, going for the SB8 cash out and the corner carry.
Well, unfortunately, it doesn't animate, so.
Yeah. Ooh, nice far heavy confirmed. Yeah. I would also like to say that maybe Gran might be one of the characters that Galleon has a hard time with, especially if you're very like risk heavy with the boot, because the boot is an aerial skill, and so the 5U spam of Galleon doesn't usually work. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, I think Galleon also struggles against characters with DPs, because her usual mix doesn't really work if you just tweak DP on every option. Because usually what she does is she has an option that beats jumps if you tweak jump. She has an option that beats smashing if you're just smashing, and she has a command grab obviously, which is the scary option. Gran can just mash DP and beat every single one, so you have to hard commit to baiting the DP, which just means that Galleon kind of struggles against it, because she doesn't really have that many fast options to bait it out and then still play after.
Yeah, then again you have to go into the Galleon mentality as well. If your opponent's DP heavy, good. Now we can actually bait it out and deal a lot of damage, because Galleon is one of those characters that just melts your health bar in the corner as well. Oh my goodness!
The entire thigh grab. That's something we rarely see, but that grab is coded to basically hit anything except crouchers. So
Yeah,
if you think that jumping will save you, no it won't. You're still getting hit.
indeed. Okay, we get the plus frames. Oh, didn't get the cancel and anything. It's hit and another boot in the corner. We get the hit. See a little combo here. And
Oh,
another light DP frame kill to bait out the button press here. So far
doesn't
I'm
quite
really like
kill.
so far I'm really liking like tap pushes, like offense in the corner. There's a few risks with the boot, but that's only to be expected if you play Gran.
Why play Gren if you're not gameplaying with boot every single second?
Oh yeah, and I feel oh, okay. Command grab whiffs here.
I
Yep.
think that super is so bad. I am gonna say it. I think that super is like the worst super in the game.
Well, unfortunately,
Um,
like it's hard to use as like a reversal, especially if your opponent's ready for it, because it's not a frame zero command grab, and then you can still jump after the flash, which is quite sad. So using it is quite risky.
yeah, I think that the one thing that kinda makes it a little better is that she has another super with the same animation. So you can mix them up, and if the opponent jumps projectile, they get it.
Yeah.
So I'd say it's a 50-50, but it's like you're spending a 100 meter to do a 50-50 that isn't even guaranteed to hit, and like if the opponent guesses correctly, you just get punished.
Yeah.
So is it really worth it? I don't think so.
Indeed. Okay, another aerial command grab hits here. Yeah, I would say that like Pablos is very comfortable in using these these boots as well. So just going with the defensive options and that if more defensive and reactive playstyle will do wonders. Unfortunately, the punishes have been missed, and Pablos has been punishing them with DPs here. Now we get to see
Nice combo.
yeah we get to see Cheval Grand here. Uh, get the first down. Let's go.
Yeah, and using that far heavy, really good button there.
Oh, unfortunately, we found the command grab. Yeah, also. Ooh, okay, we get an air grab here. The reversal. Nice air to air. Ooh,
Rage Strike, Rage Shine. This should be able to kill. Yeah, just the boot is enough. I thought I was gonna go for another Rage Strike, Rage Shine, but no, just boot damage.
yep, and that is 3-0. So, well, all I can actually say about that set was that yeah, like unfortunate misses on the punishes, and like Paplush went for the RPS of the DP after the blocked U boots. But so they are always a risk, but you know you need to know how to punish them with what button and with what timing to really get them on. Or if you're not confident enough and you've seen your opponent RPS, then you can just block the RPS and get the guaranteed heavy counter punish. Another thing,
Yeah.
uh, well, Paplos was showing really good like mid range mid range pokes in the corner and got a lot of good rewards out of that. So like knowing when to press it with Galleon is also very important because you really need to know your defense of Galleon doesn't have a lot of good options defensive wise.
Yeah, I think in general, it was well played, but well, I have some comments I'd like to make. First, let's start with the good things, right?
Yep.
Um, I really like how they both played neutral. Um, Butler obviously knew that approaching Galleon normally would be a disaster because even though she is a grappler, she has good mid-range buttons. So using those boots, spaced boots to be able to get in, and if they hit, run his pressure, that's a really good idea. At least I think so. Um, and Alec, Alish, I think it's Alish. Like identifying that uh, like the fact that Pavlos didn't know what to do against the thigh grab and using it, not overly using it to not give like an easy way to understand the answer, but using it in important moments is a really good idea as well. If your opponent doesn't know how to deal with something, you can use that option multiple times. Just don't overuse it because if they find an answer, you lose the advantage.
Indeed.
So I really like that. As for what they could do better, I'm gonna use the same old use skills.
Yeah. Well, we did see a lot of U skills from Pavlos, especially on the U boots, and they did see a lot of rewards, especially like when used in the frame traps. Sometimes they were good, like just going for it when you think like Galleon is doing a 5U, just go with the punish. And sometimes I was like, okay, that's very risky, especially like when doing it as a frame trap in the corner, because like it's still a punishable move. So like, well, I would say it's high risk, high reward, but I like in the grander scheme, and if you like start overusing it, it might be a bit risky. Uh,
Yeah, I
yeah,
think my biggest problem was not using it in combos and only using one. Because Gren has a really good tool called the U Fireball. If your character has one, use it. U Fireballs are arguably like the best U skills in the game. They're extremely good in general. Being able to just win neutral by spending 50 meter and getting a refund of 13 if they block and 25 if they don't, it's just free real estate. Go take it. It's free space. You can get a really good block string off of it. If you get a hit, maybe you can get a combo. I'm not sure if Grant can or not. I know some characters can get it on counter hit. I'm not completely sure. And for the side of Galleon, that U hand is so good. It really is underrated. Same with if your opponent is owning you, you can use the U Meteor to try and snipe them full screen.
yeah. And another thing, like if you there are a few ways to play Galleon. I would say, and in like uh well, I don't have the grappler mentality, so I have a hard time saying what's right and what's wrong. But what I feel like most Galleon players that I've seen, like in the high levels play, is that they usually tend to jump around between like two modes. One is the like the five U spam, and when like that 5U spam then provokes a reaction from your opponent, which usually is that they start using like much more riskier options. That if you are ready for them, you can punish them. For example, I think like Paplu started using more boots to try and fly over the 5Us. So going for that singular 5U and then just approaching by either dashing, walking up, or just like establishing neutral with some kind of a skill would be a good thing, and then punishing from for the minus frames. Another thing is also just that Galleon now has an option to also put the trap down in front of her. So if you want to still start like spam 5Us, you can like use the medium trap to put the trap in front of you. So if in the case that there is a situation where the uh, your opponent comes to you with a fast forward moving skill, you can punish it with the meteor. That's what I've
Yeah,
seen.
I think that Galleon buffs really did help quite a lot in most matchups. Um, just having some nice versatile things. And now you can. Okay, I'm gonna complain. I'm gonna complain here a little
Complain,
bit.
complain. Okay, yeah.
The fact that you can get like it's cool, but you'll understand in a bit. The fact that you can get multiple meteors in a combo, is such a fun thing, but
Yeah.
also they've been removing Cagtek for the past 3 years. Every time Kag is in a balance match, they remove something from her, and they go to Galleon, and they add her, and they add combo stuff to her. I'm looking at that like, yeah, this is cool and all, but can I get reset combo back, please?
Match. Yep. Yep. What can I say? We take from the best and give these same types of skills to the others.
Yeah. I mean,
But
in general, I think that Galleon is still struggling a little bit. I'm not gonna lie. I think that the buffs weren't quite enough because she struggles from a fundamental weakness of her command grab being slow. Even though I don't think it's reactable, you can RPS it pretty well because it's so slow.
yeah,
It isn't like Ladiva where she just like, oh, close light, block my mix. Uh, your opponent can fuzzy jump, can fuzzy backdash, stuff like that.
yeah. But then again, we are still talking about the grappler, and that brings another factor into consideration, which is the mental game, because most players are going to be looking out for those command grabs because, well, especially when there's a trap under you, it is a combo starter. It is a very very good way to just like delete someone. So of course your opponent's gonna be looking out for it. They're gonna represent the options. They're gonna do DP. They're gonna do backdash. They're gonna do jumps. So what can Galleon do? Well, do some mind games back. So for example, just like going for plus frames and then representing the medium version of the hand. I don't know the skill name, but the tornado. High plus frames, high draw in. Your opponent doesn't know what to do. Okay, panic deep big, good. Then we go. Then we go for our own sauce. But yeah,
We just got fourth round in. Um, yeah, actually, I'm gonna revert the question to you. You asked me who would I like to see. Who would you like to see?
well, I would pick the ones that I haven't seen on stream yet. I would say either Madeline the Grey and Vances Gallens or Kureno and Zergush. I haven't heard about them at all. From a personal point, though, I remember Strobler from long days past, and I would really like to see Strobler again. But these are my three options that I would like to see on this round four.
Sure. I would also like to see Black Raven and Crimson Champ because those are two names that I recognize, and
Yeah.
they're pretty good if I do say so.
Okay. Now I'm actually bothered because I need to check from the start GG because there was a Finnish local that happened. It happened. It happened, and there was I specifically remember a Black Raven being there, so I have to go and check just to get my mind off of it. Yes, there was a Black Raven in the Finnish local.
Now, is it the same Black Raven? That's a real question.
That is the real question. He didn't. If you're the real Black Raven, why didn't you come and say hi? Or I think you did, but like you didn't introduce. I think, or did we see each other? I have no idea. There were so many good people in the event. It was nice talking to them all.
Yeah, if you can, always go support your locals. It's really nice. I semi recently started going to my locals, and honestly, it's been so much fun. Just meeting up with people, and playing around. It's just so peak. And if you don't have a local. You can always make one yourself. Just saying.
Yeah, it doesn't take much. In the most bare bones of things, you can if you if you have a house, you have a TV and a PS, you can just invite people to play. But there's also just many. Well, in Finland, there's a few arcade bars who also have been dying to say to the fighting game community that hey, come play here. We'll host your locals or some shit. But yeah,
Oh, we got our match. We're gonna watch Madeline versus Vance. Oh my god. Ooh. First of all, we have another Galleon, which two Galleons in one bracket. What is this? NA. And second of all, we get Kag, my beloved. Oh.
all right. I'm a leave the CAG advice then to you.
Yes, you can. Thing is, every Kag plays really differently, so I'm always excited to watch Cagliostros just play because I want to see how like other players interact with the matchup. And we're seeing pretty aggressive DPs here, and some really aggressive play from Madeline. Oh, nice dodge on the command grab. No punish, unfortunately. Jumped backwards.
Okay, landing
Oh!
for the SBA here. Is mildly punished, but now you're in a dangerous situation. Let's see, okay. Light fireball here, and the grab to finish it.
Yeah, just the pressure of having the rock on you is such a scary thing.
Yeah, at least we're seeing that the Vance is aware of the teleport, that you can punish them if you react to them fast enough. But so far, let's see how well does Vance deal with the traps right now. Madeline is putting on the pressure.
I'm noticing Madeline really likes to place traps on top of their opponents, which is a really good habit to have in general. But can be punished if the opponent catches onto it. So let's see. Oh, nice confirm there. 2M into SBA.
Very nice.
But I'm curious, does Vance like adapt and check the traps, or I'm curious how this is gonna go. We did see some adaptation, like reacting to those teleports, instantly understanding that Madeline really likes them.
Yeah, you can jump them. You can also just do an immediate 2L to just flip them away from underneath you. But then again, if Madeline decides to do some cheeky stuff with teleports, then it's gonna be a different type of game. Can you clear them safely?
Ooh, dodge on wake up is kinda risky. We're seeing round one go to Vance here. This matchup is usually considered pretty Kag favored because she can zone Galleon out. But after the patch, she got so many nerfs to her zoning that I don't actually know how it goes anymore. She should still be able to zone Galleon out, but I'm not completely sure how the matchup is now.
Indeed. Another thing to watch out for, especially when there's a lot of fake bodies being used. These teleports. You told me that you can punish them, like if you actually crouch it, and you go to 2H, but you need to have the good timings on it.
Yeah, Kag is definitely not the easiest character to fight. You have to know so many knowledge checks. It's honestly kind of annoying, I'm not gonna lie.
Well, let's just say that like Kag has his fighting notes in the open, like when other players here are just try to fight. So it's unfair advantage. You got your own bingo book here with all the sauce.
We're seeing. I'd like to see Madeline use a little bit more of far heavy. It's such a good button, please. Even though it was nerfed, the nerf EK just means that you have to be careful when using it in longer ranges. But when you're sure it's gonna hit, it's still such a good button. On block, you can like do not, I wouldn't call it a mix-up, but it is kind of a mix-up where you can keep your turn a few ways, you can end your turn a few ways, and your opponent kind of has to guess on what you're gonna do. You can reset your pressure pretty well off of far heavy. But I don't see my own really good for it. Oh, nice dodge. Should get a cool full combo here. And this kills. Yeah, Gagas SPA. We love to see it.
Yeah, big back and forth from both players here.
Yeah, I think this is a really close game actually. I'm having fun watching this. I'm really presenting the threat of the sweep there.
I would say that Madeline is doing very nicely by contesting all the options, not really letting like any easy command grabs go out. So it's up to Vance to just open up Madeline naturally, and then with normals, I guess. Then again, these traps right now they are doing wonders, and we get a close heavy counter hit here into a full combo. Any in the SNBA.
I think the biggest thing is that Madeline really is winning neutral, is getting the pressure on. But as soon as Vance gets on the offense, Madeline is really active on defense. So Madeline is just going into Madeline is just like, wait, I lost myself in the middle of the phrase. Sorry, let me restart that. Madeline's really active on defense, so Vance just going for those frame traps and that safe pressure is really good. Because most of the time it's catching. Yeah, just like now.
Just like now, just going for like these small frame traps, because I think Madeline is also mashing in some cases. So going for like close light, close heavy that can work. And especially when like you see them dodge, that's when you like can find a punish there. Going for overcommitting with high recovery moves, going for these like slight pokes and then punishing for dodging. But yeah, that's still a round for Madeline. A very nice traps placement there.
We'd love to see it. Traps are a really strong tool, and especially against Galleon, because she doesn't have a low 12, so her 12 does not clear traps. Oh no, Vance, no! Don't clear, don't DC Raging Strike if the opponent doesn't have meter, please. Ooh, right option, wrong timing, unfortunately. The 2H is really good there, it was just a little bit too early.
Yeah, good. Yeah,
nice command grab.
Yeah, and now we're gonna see a mash or 2H there. Okay. I was so ready for like the next option for Madeline being a mash, but okay, we did the jump and very patient 2H to punish it.
Yeah, Madeline just has to cash out. No bravery points for Vance now.
Oh! Unchecked, you get punished though.
Yeah, over-representing those Raging Strikes. Vance ready to SSBA. It takes the round.
Yeah, how quick is like actively defending opponent, especially if they're like deciding that, okay, I'm gonna like mash here, and do this, spot here. Well, those are the like windows for frame traps here. Okay, nice decision here, gets the jump over into the punish. As we can see, Madeline pressing again with that sweep after the 2 Ls.
Oh!
Yeah, that is a very big hitbox.
Teleport back here. You're not going anywhere.
Indeed.
Well, that's really good. Now Madeline has full meter, but doesn't have bravery points. Has only 1 left. That means like any touch should be able to kill.
Oh.
Especially a command grab, just straight up kills here.
Jump out. Oh, 2H punish. Let's go.
Yeah,
That's
punishing those jump TPs via 2H. You don't have to overcommit to a risk, so it's kind of safe. Kai can do something if she has meter, but even then, it's still kind of worth to look out for it.
But yeah, Vance showing good adaptations on defense and offense as well. One thing I would like to, let's just say, recommend here is that okay, I see that Vance likes to go for like these 5L on pressure situation, then going for the 5L fireball, or that also works. Just catching Madeline fresh in the sweep, because you really want to frame trap if your opponent's active on defense.
What the 6XM low will catch Madeline trying to TP away from the corner. You
Yeah,
can just you have a TP, but that doesn't mean you can get away from the corner and escape.
Yeah. That puts that Vance in match point there, and okay, Raging Strike gets traded here. 6-6-H, my beloved. It's a hit, it's a nice combo, we're back in the corner. Again, catching Madeline pressing something. You command grab. Again!
Oh. And again, Madeline being too active on defense. You have to be careful.
Alright, use skills
Oh,
used,
the
very
meteor.
nice. Yeah. Okay, crumple, no punish. We get the trap down and the meteor to finish it. Vance taking it out, 3-2.
Yeah, really close game. Alrighty, this is my favorite part where I can yap.
Okay. Yep,
um,
away.
I do have some specific Kag advice, but I'll start with the general stuff. Okay, things I saw that I really liked. Vance, really good adaptation. Realized that Madeline was mashing and doing some. Oh,
Yeah, go on.
wait, just give me a second.
Okay, well, I can tell it in the intro trail
Oh,
of thought.
wait, we're raiding,
Wait, are we ready? Yeah, we I think they
So
finally
yeah,
got
essentially I was doing this.
up, so we are now raiding.
Yeah, exactly. I was doing the stream now
raiding Momo.
because the Momo has had trouble, and now we're just gonna swap
What
out
is
to
happening?
him.
did we get cut?
No, unmute Nayo, unmute Nayo.
Unmute now. Okay, unmuted.
Yeah, so that was a big scramble, but now we're gonna go over to Momo stream for round 5 and the rest of top 8. I mean top 6, sorry. It was a huge mess just before, but yeah, I'm just raiding now, and we just let Momo like do the sound setup and all that.
Okay, so do I unmute Momo as well?
I mean, I guess. But anyway, on Momo stream, and we'll be on in a few minutes. See ya.
Okay.